It's Ken, and thanks for watching. We do appreciate that you actually check these videos out. The big question that we've gotten this week that I wanted to talk about was, what does it actually take to get a house sold? What are the things that you have to do as a homeowner to get your house sold? Well, we actually call it the 4 ingredients to getting your house sold. And these 4 things are the things that you need to cover off and actually have all working together in order for your house to sell successfully. And so we start from the top, and these are all in order. First and foremost, it's prep and presentation. That's what we call it. A lot of people call this staging. We don't really use that word anymore because it freaks people out. They think when we say staging that we're going to come in and we're going to throw out all their furniture and they got to go buy new stuff and rent and do. Sometimes, yes, that is the case, especially with vacant homes. We do suggest that. Most of the time, what we're doing is we're using what you have and we're decorating your house better for the camera lens. We may add a few things. We may take a few things away. Think about deep cleans and declutters. That's generally what we're doing. Small repairs too. That's really important in the prep and presentation phase. Like think about dings in your walls or those little paint chips that when somebody walks in your house, it draws their eye to them. People start collecting a list of negatives every time they walk into a house. And the bigger the list, the farther your house ranks on their memory bank. They're not interested anymore because fixes equal money and time, and that is one of the worst things that you can actually have in a home sale. So people start to eliminate houses if they see a lot of fixes. So we do suggest things like paint, repair floors, replace carpet if it's worn, that kind of stuff. That's part of the prep and presentation phase. And so what we do is we actually do a staging walkthrough with every listing, and we go room by room, and then we get every room set up. Now, we've also got to remember that we're shooting HD photos now. So your first showing is not actually when somebody walks through the door, it's when somebody clicks online to see the house, and then they're going to decide if they actually want to move off the couch from that photo to walking through the door. So we're focused on online showings now. Prep and presentation, paint those bright rooms a neutral color, because in HD pictures, those bright colors are even brighter. Those dark colors are even darker. And so we've got to convince people to get off the couch and come through the door of your house. We want your house to be as neutral as possible. So that's just some of the tips that we use for prep and presentation. And we actually have a whole list of things that we run through when we go through your house. Now, the next phase is marketing. And that's my job. And it's to get your home in front of as many people as we possibly can. We call it more ads in more places, and we actually unleash 18 different marketing campaigns once we list a home. We've got a whole bunch of different phases for that, but it's about getting your house in front of more people and then tracking the number of clicks that we get on places like realtor.ca and our own website, which is where we're driving the traffic back to you to see that home. And we can decipher a lot based on just how many clicks we've had and then how many showings we've had. If we haven't had a lot of clicks, if we've had a lot of clicks, there's a lot of data that we can pull out of that. Third thing in this is a pricing strategy. It's not setting the price. Price is never set it and forget it. It's not a one-time event. Pricing has to be fluid. So you need a strategy in pricing. What that's going to be is a pricing map. From the beginning of your listing until the sold date, you should have had a pricing map through there that you've worked on with your realtor, and there should be a reason behind that. There should be really good data and really good information that supports why you've built that pricing map. So that's the first three. We've got prep and presentation, we have marketing, and then we have a pricing strategy. The fourth thing is teamwork. So this is the thing. You need to work together with your realtor. You have to be a team. You've got to remember that your realtor has your best interest in mind. They want to help you sell your home. They're working for you. They've done this hundreds and hundreds of times. You may not have. You may have sold 1 or 2 houses. That's a pretty small sample size to take all of that experience and think that every transaction is exactly like that. So you need to trust your realtor and know that they know what they're talking about if they've been around the block quite a bit. So that's the fourth thing. So the 4 ingredients to selling a home: prep and presentation, marketing, pricing strategy, and then teamwork. So if you know anybody that's looking to buy or sell a home and they want to sell faster for more money and with way less hassle, we'd be more than happy to talk to them and guide them through the process. Or if you know anybody that's looking to buy too, we've got a whole buyer strategy around how to get you the best deal on a house right now as well. You can call me anytime. It's 403-207-1748, or you can text us as well on that number, and my email is ken@krgroup.ca. Have a great weekend.